Okay, hey there everybody, welcome those who are just joining on the Zoom call. I'm still just letting people in from the waiting room there, and now the Facebook Live is running as well, and yeah, starting to get the message out there to people. Thanks, hello those who are sending bubbles up with hearts, hello and welcome, good to see you on here. Do join in either with the chat or with with sending the bubbles up. But fantastic, the message is getting out there. Once again, this is the online Shamanic drumming circle, where while we can't be in person together with the regular monthly drumming circle, we've been able to connect even further and wider with everybody. So welcome those who are joining. Hi there, Rocky. And do let us know in the comments, say hello to one another as well, let us know where you're joining in from, and if it's your first time along, I've had a couple of emails from people looking to join us for the first time. Let us know that in the comments section or in the chat as well. And welcome for those who are joining on Zoom. You've got the chat section that you've got. If you hover over your screen, along the bottom there's a speech bubble that says chat, and if you click on that then you can open up that section, and we're able to interact then that way. She's having a grumble in the background there already now, so I'll introduce Heidi. People who have been on here weekly have maybe heard Heidi before. She's my dog, she's in the background. Sometimes she'll have a little a few words to say herself at points during the evening. Welcome all those who are joining on Zoom. I think it's just connecting up on Zoom there. And brilliant, I'm now getting the messages through on Facebook. So hi there from Natalie and Leal. Great to see you again, Norma. Haven't been able to make it for a while, you say there. Hey again, Adele. Joining from Edinburgh. Heidi getting the love in already. Fantastic. She'll be happy to hear that. Maybe that will keep her calm and soothed throughout the evening. We've got Bernadette from Enville. Hi there, Maggie. Hey there, those who've just joined onto the Zoom room there. Do let us know where you're joining in from. We give it a couple of minutes just for the message to get out and about to people. If you've been on these before, so I think the next time it sends you a notification when we go live on Heron Drums page, but it might take a moment for everybody to see it. Hey Maggie from North Kilworth, excellent, great to see you, and Georgie from Burnley, welcome everyone. What's really helpful is if you can click the share button on the live video and either share it onto your profile, or if you found out about this through a group, is share it back into the group, and that way people who may be struggling to find the page are able to find where we are on here. We've got Julie joining in from Newark Knots. We've got Catherine from Deal and Phoebe from San Francisco. Fantastic, great to have everybody here. Our kind of regular friends, regular members of the circle, and yeah, on Zoom as well. Lovely to see the people who are joining here for the first time, or as people have commented, not been able to be on here for a while. Tony in Warwickshire, great to see you. Hey Jill. Hey there Carol, welcome, lovely to see you. We can do waves on the Zoom. On the Facebook Live, I think you just have to send up thumbs or hearts or smiley faces or something like that. Welcome Hannah, joining from Somerset. Great to see you on here. Brilliant, brilliant. So we're just come up to 5 past. I'll just see if there's anybody else who's going to join. I have to let people into the Zoom call. But what we're going to do to start is we'll just have a moment just to ground and centre. And if you have smudge herbs at home and are wanting to smudge, you've got ceremonial herbs for some sort of smoke cleanse. Handy to kind of get those ready, so we can just begin with that, because that's a great way just to take a moment from the busyness of our days and whatever we've been doing up until this start of this evening, and be able to just ground and centre as we go into this evening of drumming and connecting widely here as a circle. Excellent. Brilliant. Lovely to see everybody there on Zoom. Have you all got your drums ready? I can see one drum in the camera there. Either joining with your drums or joining with this drum here in your chest. That's connecting in with the rhythms of this circle. Marie coming from Kinva. Fantastic. Lorraine, yeah, great to have you joining us here on the live session. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we may still have, oh yeah, we have got people still arriving on the Zoom here. Brilliant. So we're all just kind of getting into place here. Yeah, fantastic. Yes, do get your drum, Lorraine. Wonderful. Jay joining from Essex. That's brilliant. Welcome everybody. Yeah, so we'll start with a little bit of a grounding, and we'll have a few rounds of drumming and a song. We'll just, throughout the evening, we'll just, as the evening goes on, we sort of deepen in our connection with the land and with one another, and we end with a song just to kind of raise the energy usually before we finish. What I always recommend people to do is, if you do need to finish early or you're only able to stay on for a small, short moment, do give yourself a couple of minutes just to centre and ground before you come away from the circle. Because if we open up and connect here as a circle, and connecting with the drum and connecting with the rhythms of the season is one of the things we'll be doing this evening, then we kind of, jolt ourselves away from it. Can leave us a little bit discombobulated. So do kind of take a moment if you need to leave early to just centre and ground yourself, and I'll try and remember to remind people throughout the evening if they need to do that. But that's a good place to start. And I say at the beginning of these that when we're in this lockdown period, we're doing everything in one house and or in one room, and all of these rooms get filled with everything that we're doing. And so, it's very kind of where we would normally be going along to a drumming circle, and you have that moment to sort of prepare yourself, and your energy kind of gets into kind of preparation when you get everything ready to go to a drumming gathering and you go out of your house and you travel to somewhere else. There's a moment that shift, or there is a shift that goes on in your body when we're just here doing it, maybe moving to another end of the sofa and putting the webcam on or whatever you're using. It's not quite the same. So let's just really take a moment to focus as we start. Take a moment to focus on our breath. As we focus on our breath, we might feel in our body that we need to just change something just to be a little bit more comfortable. And if there's anything we can do just to make ourselves that little bit more comfortable, let's just change the position. We might want to pop our feet more firmly on the ground. We may want to straighten our back up a bit so we're sitting, a little bit more balanced. And as we continue to focus on our breath, just breathing that little bit deeper down into your body. Just breathing that little bit deeper to ground and center yourself. Letting your out breath be that little bit longer than your in breath. just to help slow yourself down. And just continue that, just breathing your energy and your awareness into your body. And if visualization helps for you, you can visualize that breath coming into your body, and as you breathe in and out, just notice from the bottom of your feet these roots going out of your feet and your toes, going down into the earth, going down through the soil and the stones, maybe touching an underwater spring, but really connecting deep in there with those roots into the earth. And maybe as you breathe in that energy from the earth and draw that grounding energy up through your body. Breathing that up into you and exhaling. Drawing that grounding to fill yourself up through your legs and up past your waist with that grounding energy. That connection to the earth beneath us. And if you have roots going out from the bottom of your feet, you can continue the visualization of your tree body, that trunk going up your main torso, and those branches stretching up high from your head and above you. And you may also alternate your breath so that you're also breathing in from that sky above, from those heavens above, and breathing in that energy of the sky, that white light energy of the sky, and bringing that down into you in balance. This central grounded and connected point that we hold. And I'm going to also invite the plant spirits to help as we ground and center at the start here. And if you've got smudge herbs, ceremonial plants for smoke cleansing, you can just light those to ask the plant spirits to help us clear away the stress of the day, to help us ground and center and connect, to help us to be here, present and focused. Asking them to lift away and carry away anything that we don't need that would get in the way of us being centered and focused here tonight. And asking with that gratitude for their loving healing energy. And for everybody in this circle, I continue to leave the incense burning there, so that those prayers for cleansing, those prayers for grounding, those prayers for being able to be here centered and focused tonight can go to all who need it on the circle here, wherever you're connecting in around the world. We've got many friends joining us from around the UK. We have friends joining from France, from Norway, I can see on the Facebook there, and from San Francisco. And there may be others that join in as the evening goes on, and yes, and even in the coming days when the people find the video after the event. So for everybody who joins in with the circle here, those prayers for groundedness and connection, for beginning clear and focused, are there for you all. So let's call to all of those unseen. We have gone through the list, welcoming everybody who's joining the video Zoom and who's joining the on Facebook. But now let's also welcome all of the unseen. Let's welcome the spirit of the earth beneath us. That cool earth that holds all of the potential now. As we're in here in kind of deepening into winter. That earth that holds us and heals us on our journey through life. Let's call to the air, to those wild winds that blow, that clear away the old and help carry us to the new. Let's call to the fires, those fires of the sun, and all of those fires within us, our passions, our energy, our excitement, our creativity, our inspiration. Let's call to the sacred waters, the sacred springs, the rivers, and out to the sea, and acknowledging in that energy of flow within us, and all of that potential held in the depths there. Let's call to and welcome all of our guides, healers, teachers, inspirers, spirit allies, all of those unseen that work with us and work through us, that hold us and guide us and support us. May they be here with us tonight to continue to hold us and guide us this evening. May we feel and hear their wisdom. And let's call to the ancestors of our own bloodline, all of those shining spirits that are there to support and love and guide us, to the ancestors of this land, those that have walked these lands that we now live on before us, and in that let's honour the first peoples of the lands where we are joining this circle this evening. Let's honour them, their memory, their wisdom. And let's honour all of the healers and seers and keepers of the ancient crafts, those ancestors of our spiritual heritage, who have passed this all on in such a way that we continue to be called to connect with the sacred, and who continue to call across the seas of time to guide and support us. May we continue to hear their strength and their wisdom. So for all of us who are joining here in this circle, it's called to all of the spirits of the north and the east and the south and the west, and ask the circle to be blessed. And to the earth below and sky above, fill the circle with purest love. Blessed be. And blessed be, Aho, Amen. Whatever it is for you, friend, your prayers and your sharing. So may it be. All right. So let's open the evening as well with the drum. And as we've called to all of those unseen, let's reach out as a circle together through the voice of the drum for our first round. And I always say with all of these rounds of drumming, and every time we sit to drum, each time that it is a prayer. And you know, we talk about the healing of the drum and what we get from it, the energy that we get from it, the healing that it gives us, the shift that it gives us, what starts moving in us when we play the drums and what it connects us to. But beyond that, there's a whole lot of energy that is created when we drum, and when we drum together like we are in this circle. There's a huge amount of energy that is created, and so to give that some dedication and intention and focus is what we do for each round of drumming here. And this first round of drumming is just to really call out in unity around this circle, and really call to all of those unseen that we've called to in the opening there. Let's just form this circle here through the rhythm of the drum. A number of people have said this evening it's their first time joining on the call here. You may be used to drumming on your own where you're not connecting with the groups of other people, or you may be used to drumming in a circle when you've got a whole room full of drums that you can hear. Here it's both and somewhere in between, in the sense of you're on your own drumming, as it were, physically in terms of in a room, but actually you're with a whole group of people who are there with the drum, and it's that connection that we feel on this level here, on this deeper level, that we're tuning in with in this first round, this unity round. So do grab your drums, and I'm going to start drumming a beat, and yeah, do join in with us, just letting somebody else in on the Zoom there so they can join in. Wonderful. So for unity. Just grounding yourself with your breath there. Just grounding yourself with your breath, breathing your energy and your awareness right into your body, down to your fingertips and your toes. Just really absorbing that connection through the drum, through the rhythm, and that connection as a circle. You're welcome, everybody. We're all here intertwined in a circle now, almost hand to hand on the going round from the screen. It's a trick we can do on the Zoom. It doesn't work quite so well on the Facebook Live when it's only one screen there, but you know, putting your arms out to the side, and we're then there in a circle, kind of, you know, hugging around one another. So I'm giving it a try there. Brilliant. Let us know how. Let us know you're back from that round of drumming. We can either do it with our jazz hands wave on the video call there. I could see most faces, but yeah, fantastic. Thanks for waving as well on there. Let us know you're back. And for those who joined in the drumming there, or joined in connecting with the drumming as a meditation on the Facebook Live, let us know that you're back either by a thumb or a heart or something like that. Thanks, Catherine, for letting us know you're back. And also, yeah, how do you feel from the round of drumming there? How are you feeling? So on Zoom, do join in on the chat section and let us know how you're feeling from the round of drumming there as well. If anybody's using their phone for the Zoom chat, I think how you do it is if you touch the screen somehow, there's a menu button in one of the corners and it lets you do something for chat. Yeah, Lorraine, it's the group hug. Excellent. Is anybody else? Well, I've had some hearts and thumbs fly up on the bubbles on the side of the screen there, so I can see some more people coming back to us all. Bernadette saying happy, others saying relaxed and peaceful. Lovely connection, great to connect with you all in the circle. Yeah, for myself, during that, I was on that kind of, for those who know the place where we have the drumming circle in Ashford, there's a very, very long stone driveway to it. And then you go up a windy step, a windy track pathway, and then you go up some more steps to the stones. And I was at different points on that walk on mine. I guess that's me kind of getting into the circle space. So yeah, lovely to have had that, to connect in with you all on a circle here. And Paolo joining with his horse drum. Fantastic. Give it a nice mellow tone. Brilliant. Brilliant. So we have that first round there to connect in as a circle. And what I always think is really important, and it's a central part to what I share with all different parts of the work that I do, and you know, the people on here who've joined me on retreats before, others who have joined me on longer development courses before, a really big part of the way that I work is building our connection with the land and with the season and the wheel of the year, where we are in the cycles of the season. That what is going out on the land, going on out in the land around us, in terms of its changes and in terms of its rhythms, even though we live lives that may be very disconnected from that, those rhythms are still kind of there moving within us, and it can either be something that we try and resist and fight against and try and stay in sort of the same summer energy all year round, or the same summer mood all year round, or whatever it is, or something that we can work with and connect with that that natural rhythm that goes on in the land and within us. So I often will do work that will bring us into line with, and to give us some time to connect with what that rhythm is there as a message for us, and what healing, what medicine there is in the season. So I'm wanting us in this next round of drumming to focus on where we are in this time of the year, first of all. So here we are at the beginning of December, and this December usually, in this country leads to the run up towards Christmas. But I want us to just think about what things are going on out on the land, and pop either in the comment section, in the chat section, things that you associate with beginning of December, kind of going out in the land. And I'll start off with a couple myself. Is the frost. I absolutely love frosty mornings, and I also, a big one for me is walks in the woods when there are no leaves on the tree. When, woodland that of often as, really, really well when it's dark during the summertime, to then see it all bright where there's no leaves on the tree. Those are a couple that are big ones for me, that I associate with what's going on in the natural world around this time of the year. I'm seeing frost is also a popular one for other people. Others talking about the time for hibernation. As it starts to get darker and we kind of tend to be that little bit more tired, we look to use the time for hibernating. So some people have said hibernating, others going to sleep. Others talking about planting tulip bulbs. Fantastic, all of those cycles carry on. The slow, vibrant sunsets where you get all the different colours, purples, oranges, yellows and blues. The silence after a snow, and the stillness that snow brings. The fields where there's no growth going on. Misty evenings with the moon just lightly peeking. What's that saying there? Peeking through. Frosty sunrise walks with the dogs. Frosty icicles, leaves falling off the trees, berries on the holly. Hibernation, and it says show drops there. I'm guessing we're talking about snowdrops, which we start seeing in a couple of months' time. Yeah, sitting by the fire. The fires start to have a real extra magic to them as we go into the winter, where we're needing their warmth as much as seeing the flames dance. Pheasants calling out at dusk. Brightly coloured berries on the bushes. We were talking at the end of the last drumming circle about what the next stage of my seasonal decorations will be, and we were saying about holly leaves and berries. And I did, out in kind of the woods, some of the holly trees that I've seen don't have many berries on. There's lots of leaves on them, but not many berries. And then there was this one tree that was absolutely full of them, that was just over a fence into somebody's garden. So that's obviously one that's just had a little bit more light around it through the rest of the year. Perhaps, I guess, is that being the reason why that one's just having an abundance of berries. It's not been in competition with space. So yeah, others saying winter trees and skies. Hearing the owls at dusk and seeing bats on the warmer evenings. And collecting kindling and refilling the wood store. All of these things talking about, yes, admiring the beauty outside, but also getting comfy indoors, making sure things are good and prepared and warm, and that hibernation, that going into winter's dream. Fantastic. So these are all the things that we associate with out on the land there. I want us to kind of think about our connection with the land, with the spirit of the season out on the land, not to do with necessarily the holiday season, but to do with what's going on there out in the land. And this round of drumming will be in honour of the spirit of the season, the spirit of winter. And I want us, as we drum, to connect with that wisdom of winter. And maybe even for ourselves, ask what message or guidance, what message there is from the spirit of winter for us. We might feel that we're right on the end of autumn, just coming into winter, if we go by what goes on temperature wise. But yes, what is going on in the land is we're very much deepening into winter, and as we have in a couple of weeks' time with the winter solstice, in terms of the solar cycles, we're going into that deeper place of the darker time of the year with the longest night. So let's work with this round of drumming and work with that prayer and intention to connect with the wisdom of winter and ask in the spirit of winter what message it has for us. And yeah, thank you for those who have just added their associations with winter. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. So that's our intention for this round of drumming. So do grab your drum, or sit comfortably again, just so you can connect on that heart level in this rhythm, in this round of drumming, to connect with the wisdom of winter and what message it has for you. Just going to turn this around so it's on this side of the room. So the wisdom of winter. Okay. Just letting your breath bring you back again there. As you breathe your energy and your awareness back into your body. Just deepening your breath a bit. To help bring you back to this space, back to this here, back to this now. You might need to stretch your back a little bit, or your arms, or your shoulders. You might need to look around the room, just to bring your attention back to this space. Bringing with you whatever wisdom the Spirit of Winter has shared. And let us know that you're back either by sending up a bubble, a thumb or a heart, or popping something in the comments or chat, or on Zoom giving us a wave. Oh, see waves and some technical thumbs going up as well. Excellent. And if you're still just bringing yourself back, do just let the breath help you. Just breathing that much deeper into your body. Breathing back to here and now. Great, there's some thumbs and hearts starting to go up on Facebook there, with people returning, and I can see everybody on Zoom back. Welcome back all. Super, welcome back Phoebe. And if you wanted to let us know anything about your experience of that round, do let us know in the chat or in the comment section what your experience of that was. And did you get a message from the Spirit of Winter? Did you get any sense of what the message for you was? You don't have to share it if you don't want to, but it just might be nice to say whether or not you felt or received a message in that. Thank you, Sheila. I can see you've shared something there. Let me see if I can open it up without sending everything. Brilliant. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, great. So there's other people responding there about that being a deep round. Yeah, so if it has been particularly deep, just between rounds, you know, it's that walking between the worlds and having one foot in each and being able to go into the depth of the journey and that connection, and then being able to come back and having that, what's the word? I'm sure it's not the word. Dexterity. That's to do with your fingers, isn't it? But I guess it's that being able to kind of go into that deep experience and then to be able to come back and be here and grounded, and being able to move between the two confidently and comfortably and completely. So yeah, if you need to just do a little bit of a movement in your body, stretch, looking around at the room, at things to really bring yourself back into the room, all of those things help. So some messages from people about their experiences. Some people have obviously it would seem had some messages to do with being with nature, making time for wonder, celebrating the sparkles, looking for magic. Others to do with connecting in with sadness, and that's something that we can you know, we often see kind of sadness in the winter as something pathological, as something purely okay, this is me, not my usual self. But actually there's something about going into the long dark of winter that allows us to sit closer with those those feelings of sorrow. And those feelings of sorrow themselves have some wisdom in them that we can connect with. And having that time of the year where we're not so busy, where we can slow down, is a time where we can kind of reconcile something with those things that are bringing us the sorrow. Bernadette's helping me out here with the word suppleness, being able to move between the worlds with ease. Maybe it's that. I'm sure there's a really, really clear, obvious word. It's not a complicated one, I'm sure. But it is something like that, the suppleness, dexterity, flexibility, to be able to move between them without kind of, without it being a kind of a real effort to kind of bring yourself back and ground. So it's just getting ourselves used to being able to have that. You said mental flexibility, possibly spiritual flexibility is what we mean there, of being able to shift our state. All right, brilliant. Anybody else want to share anything of their experience from that round? Thanks, Egalinis. Yeah, about the truth in the depths of winter's energies. Going with the flow. And yeah, somebody commented that felt like a very steady and kind of very deeply meditative round. I think it was. I think it went on slightly longer as well, which just allowed us to stay that little bit deeper, or it went on a little bit longer because we were that little bit deeper. Not sure which way round it is. They're not kind of tightly timed rounds. It just goes. We finish when it feels like we're kind of bringing it back. All right. So thanks everybody for joining for that. I just see some people just joining on the Facebook Live. Welcome. We've just done a couple of rounds here, and for connecting as a circle and connecting with the spirit of winter. And we're now going to move to our healing round now. So if yeah, that's what we'll go on to next. If people are just arriving, do take a moment just to center and ground yourself, just to really arrive here. And yeah, take a moment just to focus on your breath, and maybe visualize those roots going into the ground, those branches going up, and that connection with the earth and with the sky. Welcome, Kathy. Thanks. Joined halfway through the last round. Not sure what it was for, but it felt good. It was a connecting in with the spirit of the season, with the wisdom of winter. So glad you're able to join in with that. If you're just arriving, do take a moment just to center and ground yourself, because it felt good. We're connecting in with these energies. It's good to just have ourselves in a centered place while we open up to these. And if you're needing to leave early, do remember just to take a couple of minutes just to center and ground yourself before you get on with whatever else is calling in the house. But what's calling next for us on the round of drumming here is for us to have our healing round. And for our healing round, we visualize this circle that we are spreading around the world here, and we put into the center of the circle anybody that we would like to drum some love and some strength to. And where we've been working with the drum here to connect in with ourselves and connecting with that strength and wisdom for ourselves, here we are drumming to dedicate that love and that strength and that energy to those who are needing it at the moment. There are people that we may know who are having a hard time at the moment, who are needing some extra love and some strength sent to them. Maybe people that we know that are unwell at the moment, who need some love and some strength. There may be people who we know who are essential workers, who at the moment it's incredibly busy and intense for them, and we're not out every Thursday clapping as we once were, but we must still remember those people that we know who are needing just some extra love and some strength at the moment to help them through the difficulties of this time. So yeah, anybody that we are holding in our mind and our heart, we'll pop them into the centre of the circle. And what I invite people to do, rather than popping, because especially Facebook is a public space, just put first names or just put initials down there, just so it's not personal details kind of going out onto the, with the names going out onto the page. But let's pop them into the centre of the circle there, either through the comment section or by the chat. For anybody who we need to, who would need some love and some strength at the moment, that we can dedicate that to them in this round. And thank you. I can see them starting to come in now on the Facebook Live. There's always a little bit of a lag, but yeah, thank you for all of those people that you're holding in your mind and your heart, for sharing their names or initials in there, so that they can be held by the circle in this round of drumming. That they can be held by all those unseen that we've called to. That we can drum some love and some strength to them. And with this round of drumming, I also invite you, as well as drumming, to let your voice join in if you feel called to sing or hum as you drum. And what you may want to do, may you want to try if you've not tried it before, is if you're drumming standing up, it just allows your body just to feel that flow more as you're drumming that energy out to, and letting the drums call out to send that love and strength to those who are needing it. And one thing to remember as well, for all of you who are joining on the Zoom and all of you who are joining on Facebook, if you are needing some extra love and strength in this healing round, do also put yourself forward in there. Do consider yourself in that, because we're also needing at times to be held and to be kind of have some love and strength to us. So yeah, if you're needing to include yourself in that, please do. Right. Okay. So with your drums, and with all of those people that we're holding our minds in our heart, anybody else that comes to our minds during this as well, we drum some love and some strength. Love and strength. May that be carried out with the drum rhythms out to all of those who are needing that right now, all of those that we've named and held in our minds and our heart during that drumming. Love and strength out to them all. And if you're needing to, just focusing in on your breath, just to bring yourself back, remembering all of those things, centering with the breath, looking around, breathing that little bit deeper. And do let us know when you're back, either by a wave on the computer screen. Yeah, seen a big thumb go there. Excellent. And on the Facebook Live, either by a thumb or a heart or a smiley face, or let us know in the comments section there. Just to know that you're back from that one. Brilliant. I can see most people returned on Zoom, and I'm starting to see thumbs and hearts going up on the side there as well. Excellent. And how are you doing? How was that round for you? Great, I think I can see people starting to on Facebook. Replies with thumbs and hearts and smiley faces. Excellent. That lets me know that you're back. Thanks, Adele. Feeling that round very strong and uplifting. Again, feeling that as a powerful round, others. Paolo saying some strong energies here tonight. Yeah, they're always just a few drum beats away. Always just a few drum beats away when we're needing to connect into them, when we're needing to call on them. They're never too far away. It's just having that remembering just to ask, to connect in with that strength, that guidance, that direction, that connection. And Claire singing along with that. Excellent. Nice to know that there was spontaneously the drum was in rhythm with a song there for you. Excellent. And speaking of songs, it's some other people standing up as well with that. It's a good one to do. I can't easily do it here. I have to reposition all the cameras, but I do recommend kind of getting up and standing up with drumming, because it does allow you to just feel a bit more flow in your body. But yes, speaking of songs, we tend to end these evenings on a song, and there's a song that we're going to close on this evening that is sort of usually the last verse of another song that I tend to share with groups. We have done in the last couple of months. I think in October, when we were doing some of the Ancestors songs, we did Cauldron of Changes. And there is the last verse of that, of "We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before." And this is also sometimes sung as a chant in itself, varying or changing, alternating between wiser than before and other times singing stronger than before. And as some people may have seen on some other things that I've posted on Facebook, this weekend I was with the group over at Stonehenge, who held the mass trespass on Stonehenge as a demonstration against the planned tunnel that they're looking to plough underneath it, despite kind of the damage it will do to the sacred landscape there, possibly to the stones themselves. And that has kind of been, in numerous testimonies from different experts, have kind of, they've given their reasons why it's a terrible idea. They seem to be pushing forward with it. So there was a large group of us that went there to go and make a protest on the one side, but also to go and begin with the stones. And we began in ceremony to call to all of the unseen there, to call to the ancestors, and to call to the spirits of the place to start from that place of honour and respect of the land and of the sacred landscape. And a few of us called to the directions and called to the ancestors, to the spirits of place, to the unborn generations of all beings, and began with that dedication to protect the stones. We heard a number of different poems and songs sang, and one of the songs that we all sang was this here, with one of the calls generally being for us all to be good ancestors to the future generations. So the song of Cauldron of Changes ends, or kind of has this last paragraph here, and we'll end with this as a chant. In terms of the things to do with Stonehenge, I'll probably on the Facebook live comment section, I'll pop a couple of links in there to do with the current legal challenge that there is for Stonehenge. There's quite a significant legal challenge going in, which will hopefully be enough to call off the this stupid plan for the tunnel in there, which seems to go against all of the kind of best informed advice that there is on it. But I'll pop that link in there as well. Okay, wonderful. So I just see a couple of comments jumping on there. Yeah, so I'll add some details into the chat afterwards about that. In terms of any other links of being able to find out anything else that I'm doing, the important ones on top of the Facebook live video will be the ones for the newsletter. And on the newsletter, I send those out sort of every couple of weeks ahead of the drumming circles, with a bit of an update on what else is going on, but also the reminder for the drumming circles, so you can find those all on there as well. But the song we'll finish on tonight is "We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before." And then "We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before." And because I don't normally sing it that way, you'll probably find me getting those mixed up partway through. Let's laugh along through it and alternate it in your own way yourself. But yeah, a nice one to end on. And in terms of dedicating the energy of this round, that's to the henge holders or the stone protectors or whatever the newspapers come to dub them in the coming weeks and months. To all of those who are protecting the stones, seen and unseen, because we're not alone in this. So I'm probably going to begin it without the drum and then join in with the drum. Let's see how this goes. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the new people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, wiser than before. We are the old people, we are the new people, we are the same people, stronger than before. Woo! I maybe only messed that up once or twice, or kind of got it the wrong way around once or twice in that. Do you think? It took so much of kind of my focus not to kind of run into Cauldron of Changes each time we went round with it. But yeah, in honour of all of the stone protectors and all of those who are holding that space and continuing in all their different ways to protect the henge there. And yeah, a couple of people called in for kind of more information on that. I'll pop it in the comment section afterwards, so you might get a thing on there saying that I've put a comment in there. So do check it out after the drum circle. Yeah, that's all, I think, everybody. That's all of the information that I kind of all the information with that I'll put in there afterwards. And as we bring this evening to a close, and we'll thank all of the unseen that have joined us. Just a reminder that our next drumming circle will be on the 22nd. It will be our winter solstice circle. We'll be connecting with the spirit of the long dark of the winter solstice, connecting in with that magic and that energy, and probably sitting here with mince pies throughout the evening as well as we join here for the circle. So the 22nd will be the next time I'll join you on here. And yes, do keep in contact on the Facebook page in the meantime. And yeah, thank you all for joining us. For all of you physically who have joined us here on the circle, those who have joined and those who find the video afterwards, but also to all of the unseen, to all of those who have weaved their energy and their magic in and throughout everything that we've connected in with, who have been there to hold us in all of those deep, powerful rounds of drumming, who have been able to share their guidance and their message and their wisdom to us as we connect with the rhythms of the land and with the spirit of the season of winter, where we continue to hear that wisdom and that guidance of the ancient ones and of this sacred land that we walk on. So to all those who have joined us in this circle, we give you our thanks and gratitude. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be. And yeah, thank you all of you who have joined on and given your energy in this round, all these rounds together, and absolutely lovely to be able to connect with you through your messages. And if there's any messages or comments or questions that I've missed on Facebook, I'll be able to get back to them afterwards. I'll have a look through there later and see when I pop the links on. But yeah, if you're not already signed up to the mailing list, at the top of the Facebook video blurb, there's the link to the mailing list there for Heron Drums. It's also got the link to the Ancient Roots membership page and the online courses, and the Heron Drums one there. What is really helpful for me is if you're able to share any of the links on there, sharing them on groups or on your Facebook profile, just to help connect other people who might be looking for these sorts of spaces or the things that I'm doing with the online courses, just to be able to connect them with that. And on the Facebook live blurb as well, often people ask for me afterwards, so I still put it on there. Is there's a PayPal link if anybody's wanting to send donations for the evening. They're not expected, but they're gratefully received as to help to keep the evenings going. And yeah, I look forward to joining you again in a couple of weeks' time, where we'll be celebrating the winter solstice, and I'll see what I can do with these decorations in here to get them a little bit more winter solstice-y. See if I can get some frost paint, I don't know, on some of these leaves, just to bring some of all of that magic of winter that we've been talking about earlier on this evening, bringing it into the space here and making it a bit of a grotto, ready for our evening on the 22nd. So yeah, look after yourselves in the meantime until then, and I look forward to connecting with you once more. Cheerio all.